as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. DeAndre Carter returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. O'Connell to throw right away. And that's complete to Adams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the 61-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a scoreless game. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw here, O'Connell. And that is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And gain to the 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now a 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 54 yards. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's O'Connell. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. Now O'Connell.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, O'Connell to the right side. Here's Mayer. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing on third, O'Connell able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Back to throw, O'Connell. That's caught by Myers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 5. And O'Connell now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now it's O'Connell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Returning it, Justice Hill. The return man is Hill. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Jackson. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down and 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. A nice little juke. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Jackson.
That is caught.
And he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Now 2nd and 9. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. He finds Mayer here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Off the play.
Down he goes. Adafe Owe coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Throwing. O'Connell.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now O'Connell.
Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A throw over the middle, taken in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Slant to Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
O'Connell on 1st and 10.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't.
Very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. O'Connell.
Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Off the play fake. O'Connell.
And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here's O'Connell.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
This is 1st and 10. O'Connell.
The left side throw complete to Adams. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, O'Connell. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. O'Connell looking to throw yet again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Arthur Mallett.
And running with power here. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Raiders now down by 2 touchdowns, a little under 40 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. O'Connell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the